Hey Mustangs, welcome to your Monday edition of the Daily Update. I'm Kennedy Hayes, let's get to the news. The SMU Mustangs remain undefeated, moving them up the AP polls. That tops today's Mustang Minute. The SMU Mustangs are now ranked number 16 in the AP poll. The Mustangs beat Tulane overtime Friday night 37-34. SMU's kicker Chris Nagar sealed the deal with his game-winning field goal in overtime. The Mustangs face off against Cincinnati this Saturday, which is homecoming, at Ford Stadium. And speaking of the game against Cincinnati, it's a sellout again. Student tickets for Saturday's game against Cincinnati sold out in 20 minutes. It's the third consecutive week the games at Ford Stadium have been sold out. SMU Athletics will allow 1,000 students in attendance with increased protection against COVID-19. Well, the 2020 State Fair of Texas has come to an end. The last day of the Big Tex Fair food drive-through happened Saturday. More than 23,000 vehicles were welcomed to the fair, which also includes the Big Tex photo drive-through. Due to the COVID-19, State Fair experience looked a little different. Drive-through events and limited livestock shows is what kept the festivities going. The 2021 State Fair is still scheduled to happen on Friday, September 24th through Sunday, October 17th. In Dallas, COVID cases are on the rise. 599 new cases were confirmed Sunday, which brings the total to more than 89,000. The total number of deaths is now more than 1,000 after 3 more deaths were reported Sunday. Dallas is currently the second highest county in Texas with the most cases reported. A North Texas mayor and police chief will soon find themselves in court. Fort Worth's Mayor Betsy Price and Police Chief Ed Cross have been subpoenaed to appear in court later this month. The order was requested by the family of Tatiana Jefferson, the 28-year-old woman who was shot and killed inside her home by former Fort Worth police officer Aaron Dean. Jefferson was playing video games with her nephew when she was shot just over a year ago. A trial date for the former officer, who was charged with murder, has not been set. Wildfires consume more than 200,000 acres of land in Utah and Colorado. A new fire started in Colorado over the weekend as firefighters are still battling the Cameron Peak fire that started in mid-August. This new wildfire, the Calwood Fire, started near the city of Jamestown, and the Boulder Office of Emergency Management predicts that nearly 1,000 homes could be forced to evacuate. In Utah, the Range Fire and the Canyon Fire have burned more than 3,000 acres, and both blazes are 0% contained. President Trump and Vice President Joe Biden will battle it out for the last time on the debate stage this Thursday. The topics will include COVID-19, race, leadership, families in America, climate change, and national security. It will be held in Nashville. The scene was a little different this year, but COVID-19 did not get in the way of the traditional brown bag performance at SMU. Meadows dancers stole the show again this year, even without a live audience. SMU-TV's Hannah Jones joins us with how the dance department at Meadows allowed the show to go on.
Dancing during a pandemic, SMU's Meadows Dance Division has proven it's possible with a little perseverance. I found out just how they were able to pull it off. The traditional brown bag dance series is now the student choreography showcase, and it's all virtual. Due to COVID-19, the show was live streamed instead of being held in the Bob Hope lobby. The dancers were required to wear face masks and practice social distancing while performing, which was challenging for some choreographers in charge of the show.
It's also brought an opportunity for me to explore new ways to move and still have a community and interaction between the dancers.
Along with all of the performance changes, the dancers themselves had to make some adjustments. No partnering dances were allowed, forcing each dancer to perform individually.
To be able to build pieces that suggest all those things they can't use and to have them move you when you see them, it's remarkable, really.
The positive part about performing during a pandemic, a bigger audience online. But it also meant the dancers had to be more creative with how they would look on film versus their usual in-person performance.
I
think the process was also just like very inspiring because we haven't been able to like dance or perform in so many months, especially on a stage with like lights and all of that.
Finally being able to perform, even if it was a virtual experience. For SMU-TV, I'm Hannah Jones.
Throughout the week, there were more than 50 participants who helped the show run smoothly. It's time now for some more good news. Our own Erica Newberg joins us with her weekly look at what's good in the news. Hi, I'm Erica Newberg, and I'm here with today's top good news stories. Jimmy Long has been dancing competitively since he was 6 years old. Jimmy loves dance, and his dad, Greg, loves to support him. Greg Long received word that kids at school were spewing derogatory homophobic taunts toward his son. He stepped in, but he didn't respond aggressively. Greg started the Dance On nonprofit. This organization financially aids young dancers in need of scholarship. Long continues to amplify Dance On's concept of embracing who you are and practicing love and acceptance. It looks like Jimmy and his dad are one of the strongest duos in the dance industry this year. A prisoner on work release helps an injured woman cross the finish line at a marathon in Utah. Carrie Kelly found herself limping in pain within the first few miles of the Beaver Creek Marathon in Salt Lake City on October 3rd. Kelly had heard someone trailing behind her and wondered who it could have been. It was Fidel Ibarra, a prisoner out on work release helping with marathon operations that day. Ibarra joined Kelly and ran the remaining 22 miles by her side, making sure she was okay. In an interview, Ibarra says that he thinks he saw a little bit of himself and other inmates in Kelly's situation, left at the back and left to their own devices. He said that he saw how much she enjoyed running and couldn't let her finish the race alone. A man shelters 300 dogs in his home, saving them from Hurricane Delta. As Delta approached Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, Ricardo Pimentel opened his home to the animals. 300 dogs, insane, right? Well, apparently not insane enough. The Pimentels also housed dozens of cats, chicks, bunnies, a hedgehog, and they also kept a flock of sheep on the patio. All of the animals survived the storm. It has been reported that the house smelled terrible. And that's your good news for this week. I'm Erica Newberg. I'll see you next Monday. Thanks, Erica, and that's your Mustang Minute.
So Hillel is a national organization for Jewish students, and SMU Hillel focuses on the Jewish students at SMU, and it gives them events such as Shabbat, events for the holidays, and then social events.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shavat kodsho v'yahava uvratzon hinchilanu. It's important to me just because I want a place where I can openly practice my Judaism, where I've got people I can talk to about Judaism, just people who understand who I am and why I do what I do.
It's just a great organization to be a part of, to make new friends or hang out with friends that you already have, and to just enjoy each other's company.
For more information, visit SMUHillel.com.
Hey Mustangs, it's time for your 5-day forecast. We can hold on to summer a little longer because sunny skies and warm days are here to stay this week. Monday, there will be cloudy skies with the high will be in the lower 70s with lows in the upper 50s. Temperatures start to rise Tuesday. There will be mostly sunny skies with a high of 83 and a low of 67. Wednesday is even warmer with a high of 87 and a low of 68. Thursday will be the same. On Friday, kick off homecoming weekend with a high of 76 and a low of 52. Well, Mustangs, head on outside and enjoy the beautiful weather this week. That's your 5-day forecast.
We are a club lacrosse team that runs on this field. This is the Crum Lacrosse field. My freshman year, I'm a senior, my freshman year and sophomore year, we won the LSA tournament, and last year we were semifinalists, and this year we're looking in good shape to, again, make the tournament in the first seed for the North, and hopefully win it again this year.
We have a lot of good guys on the team. are fun. We all know that we're coming out here to compete, which is good. We have a good mentality.
Okay, so we practice like 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, usually like hour and a half, 2 hours. And then the games will primarily be on the weekends, Saturdays, sometimes Sundays.
Join the men's lacrosse team today.
We can all appreciate the auto spell check with our phones, but without technology to check our writing, misspellings can happen more easily. And this library in Indianapolis just happened to walk upon a more permanent misspelling of the word library. A contractor for the library accidentally added an E at the end of the word on the street marking painted in the parking lot of the library service center. The library says they are working to correct the misspelling. Well, that's all we have for you, Mustangs. Remember, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/SMU-television and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at SMU-TV. If you have any story ideas, shoot us an email, smutv@smu.edu. Thanks for watching this Monday edition of the Daily Update. Tune in Tuesday for more news from the Hilltop. Until then, have a great day and pony up.